Fred Film Radio. We are here with Lav Diaz, and we are in the section out of competition for il concorso with the movie When the Waves Are Gone. I'm Laura della Corte, Venice 79. Allora, you talked. First of all, I wanted to congratulate with you because your movies are amazing. One of my favorite is The Woman Who Left, and I mean, you have done another powerful film about the story of the Filipino, and it's strange for someone who maybe doesn't know so much about your country to see the difficult and the struggles of the main protagonist and Hermes. The thing is how Hermes dealt at the end of the movie with the compromise all along, you know, the story of being a policeman and then had to do what he has done, actually. I don't want to do spoilers. And at the end, there is a very big conflict inside him, and it's something physical too, because he got rushed. So how do you deal with the compromise for the character and the compromise in real life?
Yeah, we're living, you know, this so-called existence. We're always confronted with compromises every day. Life is a compromise by itself. You know, the pandemic showed this to us that, you know, if you don't be careful, you can just go anytime. That's a big compromise. So it's the same with the character of Hermes. He magnifies all these things in our lives. It's like he's an investigator. He's the best investigator in the country, but at the same time, does he really know what is this so-called thing, investigation? In the film, he goes deeper, and it destroyed him ultimately because he is investigating his own soul, his own existence, confronted with this, you know, violence, these lies, you know, these compromises.
One of the scenes that I think it made the most was when he eats, I think, to death one of the guys at the market, and then talked with the journalist about all the things about life, you know, about the ignorance of people who can see that are evil powers that are trying to catch up, hold the world in different ways, but it's only a way because it's the way of someone who wants to have the power on people and let them in the ignorance. So you touched that theme in several of your films, and I wanted to ask you, is it easy for you to tell the audience that, or you are afraid that the audience won't catch up with this kind of messages?
I don't want to judge my audience. I want them to give what I want to say.
Okay.
That's always my stand, my principle in making cinema. That's why they're long, they have long takes, it's black and white, it's dirty. I don't want to make this thing called perfect cinema where everything is clean and everything is in 2 hours and everything is, you know, ornamented with loud music. I want to be real with my audience. This is the issue. This is the discourse. We need to have dialogue on the truth. We need to have, you know, we need to confront this thing. We need to examine life. That's what I want to do with my audience. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I think we can have the last question. Well, I hear you talk about, you know, death machine around the world and the fact that there are, you know, these brutal powers. What do you think will happen in a country like Philippines, in the future? And do you have any expectation on that?
Well, everything is going down again. We have the worst inflation in days now, and we have a new president, which is the son of the former dictator.
Yeah.
And the next president maybe is the daughter of Duterte, another murderous person. So the only thing that we can do is, well, like in cinema, create responsible cinema. We need to create cinema that deals with what's happening now, that deals with all these dysfunctions that we're dealing with. So we cannot sleep. We need to fight. For me, that's it. For my cinema, we keep fighting.
Yeah. Is that right? We can keep going? Okay. I have another question. Is I think more personal. Like when you started, did you imagine that you will do a film like Waves Are Gone or no?
Of course, I didn't know then yet. Of course, for me, it's from the very first cinema up to now. It's just one cinema anyway. Everything is a continuum. Everything is connected. What's happening in Italy, it's connected to what's happening in the Philippines. And with my first cinema, it's the same with When the Waves Are Gone now. So it's a progression of that curse or journey to understand cinema and life.
Yeah, fantastic. Can we?
Thank you so much.
It's okay. Okay, I don't know. Well, it's. Do you have? What do you think? There is a strong communication between Europe. This is a more political one. It's not also about communication between Europe and Asian countries. I'm talking about Philippines. I'm talking about China. What do you think could connect more, except cinema? So telling stories and showing other kind of lives, other kind of way of living, to make understand each other, to have a better communication.
Yeah, you hit it right. Communication. We need to destroy all these borders we're creating. We need to go back to our nature, the Socratic way. We need to have dialogue. We need to have discourse. We need to go to the streets and talk more. So we need to destroy all these borders, all these visas.
Wonderful. It's okay. Okay. Thank you very
so
much.
much.
Your movie is amazing. Thank you. Fred Film Radio, the festival inside.